member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the USO penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams, but the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over. This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure. The pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. On the line of the Tag Team Championships, teams in their respective corners going over final strategies. The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Oh, look out! Jimmy tired that one.
Wood's solo talents couldn't do much to help him against that attack. A prime example of that unique Uso offense. Ooh!
He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here. What's he hoping to find down there? And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Whoa, just in time. I thought this thing was over.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring.
And Jey is channeling the energy of this crowd. Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street. Oof. I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital. Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity. What a suplex.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level. You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Our champion feeling the effects of all the offense so far.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not. Belly to belly. Boom.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jey and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
He breaks the pin, keeping his team in this one.
He gets out of the way. Big, the champ with the pin.
Kicks out before the 2 count.
He's still got life in this matchup.
Fends it off. Good counter. Looking for something big here.
Counter into an inverted top rope. Usos splash by Jey. Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with XAVIER Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day. What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Counters to gain the advantage. A lot of damage being piled on the champ.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Vicious and aggressive attacks.
Oh, my goodness.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match. We've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
Jimmy saw it coming.
Oh! Super kick! Oh, what an uppercut! Sharp. Oh, strong impact!
Lots of damage under the challenger now.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke. Oh, my goodness, this will not end well.
A gorilla press right into the side of the cell. And now he's going to the top rope. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. He quickly slides into the ring.
Body shot. Rapid fire, titling the balance with the pin.
But no, helping their teammate out there. Oh, that got turned around on Woods.
Oh, that's gonna sting your back. Both superstars countering one move after another.
With a wheelbarrow face buster. Woods is thinking big here. Woods, top rope with the... and slides back into the ring. Again.
There's a small package driver. Could be game over for the Usos.
The New Day retain the title.
New Day.
We saw these two teams tap into their deepest, darkest, most evil parts of their personality just to survive. And in the end, the New Day would survive and retain their SmackDown Tag Team titles.
We know the pride that both teams compete with, and after tonight, there is no man that deserves to hang their...